I've heard Christians saying that God can do everything. God can do all things. And first thing, there's a song out there that says, what God cannot do does not exist. Now, as much as that is true, it is important for us to approach that from a point of knowledge and understanding, because such statements, such confessions, such rhetorics now gives somebody the idea that God will do everything. God will do everything. So now I want you to be able to understand the difference between the fact that God can do everything and that God will do everything. One is true, the other one is not true. Which one is true? God can do everything. That is absolutely correct. God will do everything. That is absolutely wrong. The fact that God can do everything does not mean that He will do everything. Now, what's the difference? God can do everything. It means God has in Him the undisputed ability to do all things. That is why He is omnipotent. But the fact that God can do all things does not mean that He will do all things. Now, what does it mean? It means God makes conscious decisions. God makes conscious choices on what to do and what not to do based on principles. So whereas it is important to believe in the omnipotence of God, it is more important to understand the principles of God, because His ability or His willingness to do anything is hinged on His principles. And so most times we get disappointed with God because He did not come through for us. He did not do what we expected that He could do. But He is God all by Himself, number one. Now, there are two things that guides what God does and what He will not do. Number one are His principles. Number two is His will. These are the two things that guides the things that God does. Not even your faith. Your faith is important in believing that He will do those things that He will do. But putting faith in the things that God will not do will be a waste of faith, because He will not do it based on principles. So it becomes important to understand the principles of God, number one, and to understand the will of God. God can do all things, but God will not do all things based on His will, based on His principles. The Lord bless you, and I'll see you in the next audio. Shalom.